Hey folks, Ed here from Brain Pulp TV, and I am back with another box of Eternal Masters. Now, in the previous video, I said there would be a very slight chance that there would be another Eternal Masters box opening. It turns out that slight chance did come true. I traded in some cards. Actually, none of the ones from Eternal Masters, but I did trade in some cards from my collection. I'm not a huge foil collector, and I've been hoarding all these cards that have value more so to other people than to myself. So I decided to trade them in and basically get not really a free box of Eternal Masters, but another box of Eternal Masters. It didn't cost me anything straight up dollar-wise other than what I would have gotten for the cards I traded in. So this is the second box of Eternal Masters. Much like with the first one, I'm pretty much going to be happy with anything that I get out of this box because there are still a lot of cards from this set that I really like that I didn't see. Enlightened Tutor is one of the cards that I'd really like to get. Mana Crypt, obviously, but I mean, I'm not even trying to think of some of the big ticket cards. There are other cards in this set which I would really like. Now, we're going to keep track once again of the number of Mana Wars and Dazes that I get. I had 2 Mana Wars and 1 Daze from the previous box. So I'm going to include that in the total, and we're going to see if we can get to a playset of those 2. Okay, all that said, enough yakking. Let's open this sucker up and see what's inside. Got my trusty knife here. Carefully cut this open. I should also mention that one of my limits when it came to buying Eternal Masters was I was only going to pay MSRP for it, and there were stores that were selling it for MSRP, so I was kind of happy about that. Another one of our little leaflets here. Gonna move this back a bit. Okay, so this is the first pack from the second box of Eternal Masters that I've opened. I may go a little bit slow, not maybe quite as slow as in the previous video, but I'm still going to sort of look through the commons and uncommons a little bit and see what I get here. See if there's anything that sort of strikes my fancy. Llanowar Elves is one of the cards I set aside before. I'm going to keep setting that one aside. Okay, so our first uncommon is Keldon Champion. Ratal. It's the double A that threw me. Price of Progress, and Jareth Leoline Titan. Now, this is a card I talked about in the previous opening where it had a personal meaning to me. So, I'm not super excited to get a second copy of it, but still, me and Jareth, we're old friends. I'm going to read it again because this is a new video. It is a 6-drop, 3 and 3 white, gets you a legendary giant cat creature. It's 4/7. Whenever Jareth blocks, it gets +7/+7 to the end of turn. You can also pay 1 white, and Jareth gains protection from the color of your choice until the end of turn. And a foil Jetting Glasskite. This is actually one of the cards I was setting aside, so it's kind of cool to get a foil version of it. And a Goblin token. Let's see. Now, I know you can get several copies of some of the uncommons, because I did in the previous booster box, so I'm hoping to get more than just 1 copy of Daze from this booster box, but, you know, it's always a crapshoot. We have Wirewood Symbiote, Intangible Virtue, which is another card I actually quite like, Ticking Gnomes, and our rare is Malicious Affliction. For 2 black, you get an instant with Morbid. When you cast Malicious Affliction, if a creature died this turn, you may copy Malicious Affliction and may choose a new target for the copy. Destroy target non-black creature. And a Wake of Vultures is our foil. And a Elf Warrior token. I'm not giving the tokens their due. I'm actually a big fan of tokens, so I don't mean to sort of skip through them like they're not even there. It's very rude to ignore those tokens. Memory Lapse, another card with I really like this artwork for Memory Lapse. White Mane Lion is another card I quite like that I'm glad I'm getting another copy of there. Okay, so our first uncommon is Juggernaut. Chain Lightning, excellent. That's a really nice pull. Ticking Gnomes again, and our rare is Call the Skybreaker. It is a whopping 7-drop. Pay 5 and either a blue or red twice, and you get a sorcery. Put a 5/5 blue and red elemental creature token with flying onto the battlefield. It also has Retrace, which means you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other costs. And a foil Thunderclap Wyvern. and an Elf Warrior token. I wouldn't mind pulling another Scepter. Don't want to spoil whatever foil we have there. I saw a little bit of shininess. I wouldn't mind another one of the Scepters as far as a rare goes, because I'd like to have a couple of those on hand. Gaseous Form, Pilgrim's Eye. Okay, our first uncommon is a very nice uncommon. It's Armadillo Cloak. Another Juggernaut. Wow, why couldn't I get this many dazes? Sengar Autocrat, I think that's the pronunciation. And Sylvan Library, that's an excellent rare to get. For 1 and 1 green, it gets you an enchantment. At the beginning of your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. If you do, choose 2 cards in your hand drawn this turn. For each of those cards, pay 4 life or put the card on top of your library. And a foil Squadron Hawk. Excellent. Wow, it really looks nice as a foil. And a dragon. Okay. No Mana Wars, no Dazes yet. It's kind of sad. Counterspell, though. Set that one aside. Counterspell is always nice to get. The new artwork is great. I don't know if that's... Actually, you guys would probably know better than I would. I don't know if that's new artwork or if that came in one of a different set in a different printing, but I personally have never seen that Counterspell artwork before, and I really, really like it. Anyways, we have Battle Squadron as our first uncommon, Wirewood Symbiote, Mesa Enchantress, and our rare is 8.5 Tails. For 2 white, it gets you a 2/2 Legendary Fox Cleric. You can pay 1 and 1 white, and target permanent you control gains protection from white until the end of turn. Or you can just pay 1 of anything, target spell or permanent becomes white until the end of turn. And a foil Maze of Ith. Wow. Holy cow. That is very, very nice. Maze of Ith, for those of you who don't know, it's a rare land, and you can tap it to untap target attacking creature, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by that creature this turn. That is a really nice foil to get. Pretty happy about that. I'm going to set that in its own little sort of spot of honor. And we have a Surf token. So I think typically you only get like 1 foil rare per box. I mean, there is anomalies where that's not the case, but if that's our only foil rare, I'm pretty happy with it. So. And hey, a Mana War. Wonderful, wonderful. So we can add that to our total. Our uncommon starts off with Keldon Champion, Prismatic Lens, War Priest of Thune, and our rare is Glare of Subdual. It is a 4-drop 2 and a green and a white, gets you an enchantment. Tap and untap creature you control. Tap target artifact or creature. And a foil Knight's Whisperer. And an elemental token. Okay. Another memory lapse. It's always a nice one to get. Hey, excellent. This is working out perfectly. I think this would be the 4th Mana War. So I now have a play set of the Mana War Eternal Masters cards. Wonderful, wonderful. We have Rancor, which Travis gave me grief for not making a bigger deal of. I mean, in a draft, I think Rancor would be great, but I think that's his hint of saying that maybe he'd like to trade for a couple copies of Rancor. So Travis, if that's the case, let me know. Travis, by the way, Travis and Steve are the 2 other guys from Brain Pulp. So in case you're unaware of who they are, check out one of our Mana Cave videos and you'll see those guys in action. We have Battle Squadron, Wee Dragonauts, which is just, I love the artwork. I love the names of these guys. I think they're pretty cool. And our rare is, regular Maze of Ith. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I already read that with the foil, so I'm not going to read it again. And a foil White Mane Lion. Nice. This is one of the cards that I quite like. I've drafted it before in various formats as well too. Dragon token. So we have a regular Maze of Ith and a foil Maze of Ith. I'm pretty happy with that. Pacifism, probably one of my favorite all-time cards. I think it's just got a very nice, clean design to it. It's just, and obviously it's sort of like the benchmark for all types of, well, pacifism effects from here on out. Okay, in the uncommons we have Armadillo Cloak. More, I'm gonna laugh every single time I see Wee Dragonauts. Intangible Virtue, which is another great card, and Dualcaster Mage. For 1 and 2 red, it gets you a 2/2 human wizard with flash, and when Dualcaster Mage enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. I quite like this card. I've heard a lot of people say that it's not, that great, and I don't know. There's certain cards where I think I see possibilities in it that other people don't, and that doesn't mean that there are those possibilities. It just means that for whatever reason, I see that there could be something to this card. Anyways, maybe I'll try a build around Dualcaster Mage now that I have a copy. And another foil rare, and it is Arcanus the Omnipotent. I got a regular copy of this, but man, that foil, when the light, I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but when the light hits it, this card looks crazy good as a foil. Anyways, it is a 6-drop. It is 3 and 3 blue, which gets you a 3/4 legendary wizard creature. You can tap it to draw 3 cards, or you can pay 2 blue and return Arcanus to its owner's hand. And a surf token. So I don't think we'll be getting any more rare foils, considering we've already got 2 and we're barely into the box. So I think we're only like a third of the way into the box. The Llanowar Elves. Am I going? No, okay. I thought I was jumping through the commons there, or the uncommons. So we have Invigorate, Soul Catcher, a non-foil version of Jetting Glass Kite, and our rare is Gamble. Excellent. This is a really nice rare to get as well, too. For 1 red, you get a sorcery. You can search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, discard a card at random, then shuffle your library. And a foil Monk Idealist. Spirit token. I think from the previous box, when I was sort of looking over the cards afterwards, I think I've only got 1 token that I'm missing. I'm not sure which one it is. It may actually be, now that I think about it, it may be Dak Faden's, what's it called? What do they call those? Emblems? So I don't know if I'm going to be getting one of those in this box. First uncommon is Annihilate. Calciderm, which is a card I drafted and did very well for me in a draft. I remember that. Victimize, and our rare is Regal Force. For 4 and 3 green, it gets you a 5/5 elemental creature. When Regal Force enters the battlefield, draw a card for each green creature you control. And a foil Wildfire Emissary. It's a Wildfire Emissary, and it looks really nice as a foil. Oh, you know what? This, I'm pretty sure I don't remember this token from the previous box, so this is probably the token that I'm missing. And as well, I'm guessing the Dak Faden emblem. So maybe I'm only 2 away from getting the complete set of tokens from this set. Not that it's difficult to buy tokens, but there's something about getting the cards from the packs, It's just like, it's more like a hard-won victory. Anyways, maybe I'm the only one that thinks that way. Curd Ape. Okay, we've got Tooth and Claw. Rancor, Travis. We've got Rancor, and I'm making a big deal about it. Sprite Noble, and our rare is Viscera the Dreadful. It's a 6-drop, 3 and 3 black. It gets you a 5/5 legendary Gorgon creature. It's got flying, and you can tap it to destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. And a foil Thornwood Falls. And a soldier token. I don't think... Have we had... No, we haven't had a mythic yet. 2 foil rares, but no mythics yet, so... Deep Analysis, another great card. Okay, we've got Fact or Fiction. Excuse me there, I did not want to burp. I don't know what it is. I shouldn't drink pop before I do these videos. Anyways, I did not want to burp in the microphone. Anyways, we've got Invigorate, Brainstorm, which is a great card, and Future Sight. For 2 and 3 blue, it gets you an enchantment with play the top card of your library revealed. You may play the top card of your library. And a foil Honden of Night's Reach. And a Goblin token. Still looking for that first mythic, Nimble Mongoose. Very cool reprint. And the Coalition Honor Guard is a card I might want to try to play around with because its effect, I'll just quickly read it. while choosing targets as part of casting a spell or activating ability, your opponents must choose at least one flag bearer on the battlefield if able. And this is a human flag bearer, so I can see possibilities with this in certain decks that I may play around with. And it's common too, so it can go into a pauper deck if I want to. It's got, we have Annihilate, Blood Artist, Soul Catcher, and Crater Hellion. For 4 and 2 red, it gets you a 6/6 Hellion Beast creature with Echo. 4 and 2 red. At the beginning of your upkeep, if this came under your control since the beginning of your last upkeep, sacrifice it unless you pay its Echo cost. And when Crater Hellion enters the battlefield, deal 4 damage to each other creature. And a foil Get to Slinger, and a Carnivore token. Still no days, not a single days. I've seen so many repeat uncommons, and yet we're not getting those days. I'm probably just going to have to break down after. So I'm probably not going to buy another box of Eternal Masters after this. Not unless I get something specifically from this box that can possibly pay for an entire box. I think I'm done with putting money towards Eternal Masters now, and I've been pretty happy with what I've gotten so far. Anyways, we have Brawn, Fact or Fiction, Blood Artist, and excellent, a regular version of Wrath of God. I got the foil version of the last one. I wanted a regular version with this wonderful, wonderful artwork, and we got it. So Wrath of God, for those of you who don't know, is a 4-drop, 2 and 2 white, gets you a sorcery, destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. Nice, clean, simple, beautiful design, and I would have killed for a copy of this card way, way back in the day. And a foil Undying Rage. This is actually the first time, other than on Magic Online, I've been able to open a Wrath of God in a pack in any of the sets. It was like the unicorn that I couldn't manage to snag one, so I'm really happy about the Wrath of God there. I know it's not a big ticket card, but this particular set, there's just so many cards which bring back memories for me, so. Swords to Plowshares being one of those cards I was just talking about. It's a very, very cool card. Zealous Persecution, Hydroblast, and Nevinral's Disc. Don't know if that's the pronunciation, but we're gonna go with it. Anyways, it is a 4-drop and artifact. So when the disc enters the battlefield, tapped, you can pay 1, tap it, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. And a foil Tranquil Cove, and one of the cool colorless spirit tokens. I think this is such beautiful artwork on this token. So I'm just going to move this pile of cards you can't see off camera, just so I don't knock it over and make a huge mess. We have Shaman of the Pack, Cabal Therapy, which is another card I didn't really make much of a fuss about in the previous opening, but it's a very cool card to open. Wonder, and our rare is Dak Faden. Conspiracy was one of my favorite, absolute favorite sets that Wizards has ever come out with. And Dak Faden is just a really, really cool card to be getting a reprint in this. So this is really, really nice. Dak Faden, it's a 3-drop. 1 and 1 blue and 1 red gets you a Planeswalker with 3 loyalty. Its +1 is target player draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. Its -2 is gain control of target artifact. And a -6 gets you an emblem with, whenever you cast a spell that targets 1 or more permanents, gain control of those permanents. Very nice. And a Yavimaya Enchantress as our foil. So that is a mythic. So at least we're going to get 1 mythic out of this box. I was beginning to wonder if we were going to get completely blanked on the mythics there. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put Dak with the foil rares. We started off so strong with those Mana Wars, and we're just not catching the daisies. Burning Vengeance, Brawn, Trigon Predator, and our rare is Sylvos Rogue Elemental. It's one of the line of, you'll recognize from, we've opened the white, the blue and foil, the black. There was a line in, I believe it was Onslaught, where it was 6 drops, 3 of anything, and then 3 on color of these legendary creatures. So Sylvos is one of them, and it is 3, and 3 green gets you a 8/5 legendary elemental creature with trample. You can pay 1 green and regenerate Sylvos. Or Sylvos? Whatever. And a foil Werebear. Excellent. Really, really cool. I love the new artwork for Werebear, even if they don't have the right flavor text for it. Okay, we have Centaur Chieftain, Swords to Plowshares, Phyrexian Gargantua, and Rorik's Bladewing. Once again, in that exact same line of cards as Sylvos and other. So I think I got every single one from that line in this box. Okay, that's kind of cool. Rorik's Bladewing, for 3 and 3 red, it gets you a 6/5 legendary dragon creature. It has flying and haste. And I foil Keldon Marauders. Oh, we got another Mana War. We already have the play set, so but we're still going to add this to the total. Okay, we have Honden of Life's Web, Shaman of the Pack, Phyrexian Ingester, and Unexpectedly Absent. It is X and 2 white, gets you an instant. Put target non-land permanent into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards of that library. And a foil Warden of Evos Isle. And a worm token. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab a quick drink because my throat is a little parched. Okay, and I'm back. Don't know if you can hear that, but someone's ringing the doorbell. Sadly, I'm not going to be answering. We'll see if hopefully they won't ring again during the recording here. We have Faith's Fetters, Burning Vengeance, Phyrexian Ingester, and Duplicant, which is a 6-drop for 6 of any color, gets you an artifact creature shapeshifter. It's a 2/4, and it has imprint. When Duplicant enters the battlefield, why is that such a tough word for me to say? You may exile target non-token creature. As long as a card exiled is a creature card, Duplicant has its power and toughness and creature type of the last creature card exiled with Duplicant. Let's just keep having that word over and over on the same card so it tortures me. It's still a shapeshifter. Wow, I really butchered the reading of that card, and I apologize for that, folks. We have Tidal Wave as our foil and a Goblin token. Nimble Mongoose. We have Extract from Darkness, Centaur Chieftain, Hymn to Turok, which is a great card to get, and wow, this is a nice mythic. This is a nice mythic. Chrome Mox. For 0, you get an artifact with imprint. When Chrome Mox enters the battlefield, you may exile a non-artifact, non-land card from your hand. You can then tap it and add 1 mana of any of the exiled cards' colors to your mana pool. Excellent. This is really, really nice. I'm super glad this is one of our mythics. And then we have Lys Alana Huntmaster as our foil. And an elephant token. So yeah, I'm pretty happy so far with the cards we got. Got Back Faden, Chrome Mox, foil Maze of Ith, and Arcanus the Omnipotent. We also got some nice rares as well too, including Gamble, I think was one of them. So, wow, I'm super glad that this was not the Chrome Mox or the Dak Faden. That was a hell of a ding in that card. Okay, we have Chain Lightning, Honden of Life's Web, Wall of Omens, and Giant Solifuge. I believe that's the pronunciation. For 2 and either a red and green, 2 of those, you get a 4/1 insect creature with trample, haste, and shroud. Shroud means this creature can't be the target of spells or abilities. And a foil Wake Dancer with a soldier token to boot. We have Faith's Fetters, Relic of Progenitus, Animate Dead, and our rare is... oh, yes! Wow, this box, I've got nothing to complain about with this box. We got Mana Crypt, another zero-cost artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, Mana Crypt deals 3 damage to you, and you can tap it to add 2 colorless to your mana pool. Wow, okay, I was not expecting to get another mythic. So, and to get Mana Crypt as well. Very, very nice. Super happy about that. And a foil Intangible Virtue. Man, this is I mean, okay, I'm not saying it overshadows Mana Crypt, but it is a beautiful looking foil. I don't know if it comes through on camera or not, but some of these cards in foil are just phenomenal looking. And a wall token. Well, it's going to be hard to top Mana Crypt, but here is the last pack of this box of Eternal Masters, which I'm glad I've traded in cards for, because I got some cards which I otherwise probably wouldn't have in my collection. Mana Crypt definitely being one of them, so this, much like Force of Will, as I'm talking about it, this, much like Force of Will, is a card where I should probably sell it to sort of like offset the cost of the box, but I really wanted a copy of this for my collection as well too, so I'm probably just going to end up keeping that one. Another beautiful art. It almost makes up for the fact, well, it actually does, completely makes up for the fact that I haven't gotten any more days. We have Necrotal, I think I pronounced that a little bit better this time, Extract from Darkness, Quiet Speculation, and our final rare in this final pack of the Eternal Masters box is Inkwell Leviathan. It is a 9-drop for 7 and 2 blue, gets you a 7/11. Artifact creature Leviathan. It's got Island Walk, Trample, and Shroud. This creature can't be the target of spells or abilities. And a foil Memory Lapse. And we end with a zombie token. So I'm going to do a recap in just a second, folks. Well, here are the highlights from the box this time around. We have 3 Mana Wars, which gives us our playset +1. We didn't get any days. No days. What is up with that? Anyways, we did get foil Arcanus the Omnipotent, as well as a foil Maze of Ith, which is very cool. A regular version of Maze of Ith. We got Dak Faden, Chrome Mox. I got myself the Wrath of God that I wanted. Gamble, Sylvan Library. But obviously, the super highlight of this is a copy of Mana Crypt. Now, with Eternal Masters, there were 2 cards I was hoping I would pull. A Mana Crypt and a Force of Will. I got the Force of Will in the previous box. I got the Mana Crypt in this one. So I think I can pretty much walk away from Eternal Masters at this point very, very happy. Which means, sadly, folks, unless something drastic happens, I will not be opening up another box of Eternal Masters for the channel. So I really hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to let me know of your Eternal Masters pulls, please leave that in the comments section below. You can also contact us and follow us on Twitter. It is @BrainPulpTV, or you can contact and follow me directly on Twitter @GeekTragedy. That all said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us here. May all your pulls be mythics, and I will see you all very soon.